Sup, nation? Hope you're having an awesome Monday. My name, of course, is Philip DeFranco, and this is where I talk about newsy type stuff and things that matter to me today. Also, big note, today's PDS is brought to you by Netflix.com/PhillyD. Use that URL, you get a free month of instant streaming movies, and it helps out the show. And next up, let's talk about our douchebag of the day, Denise Helms. Denise is a 22-year-old California woman who wasn't happy that Barack Obama won the election. At least that's what I'm judging based on her Facebook status that read, "Another 4 years of this nigger, maybe he will get assassinated this term." Oh, I hate that word, but I hate saying N-word more because it makes me sound like a bitch. So that tweet and the person attached to it, absolutely disgusting. And sadly for Miss Denise, gone are the days where you just be casually racist with your friends, especially when you don't understand something like that. You should probably stick to a direct message, because that's more going, "Hey, what's with all the black people?" than posting a status which is like, "Hey, what's with all the black people?" Both are equally negative, but one is far more ignorant and more likely to get you fired from Cold Stone Creamery. Which, if you're wondering why I went so specific, she was fired from Cold Stone Creamery after they found out. They were like, "Oh, we should not employ this racist person that's getting many people angry." When given a chance to redeem herself in front of Sacramento's Fox News 40, she said, "I didn't think it would be that big of a deal." The assassination part is kind of harsh. I'm not saying I would go do that or anything like that, by any means, but if it was to happen, I don't think I'd care one bit. Then, not having learned her lesson, she went to Facebook to defend herself some more, posting, "Apparently a lot of people in Sacramento think I'm crazy and racist. Wow is all I got to say. I'm not racist and I'm not crazy. Just simply stating my opinion, period, exclamation mark." Her Facebook account has since been deactivated, but I just want to be black for a day to bang your mom. Like, I don't pray except when I get onto planes because, just in case. The only other thing I pray for is that homophobes have sons that get plowed in the ass and they get gay married eventually, and that people that are racist, whatever group they hate just fucks their way into their family. Also, it should be noted, Denise was not the only racist person in America after Barack Obama won the election. In fact, there was so much racist hate, and I'm not saying all the hate against Obama is racist. I think there are plenty of good reasons to be angry or not happy with Barack Obama, but I'm talking about just the racist ones. Because a group of geography academics by the name of Floating Sheep took this hate and turned it into information, specifically a map showing the most racist places in America. And I was wrong. I thought it was going to be Mississippi, but they took home silver to Alabama's gold. Although in Alabama's defense, they were probably on edge because it's been a stressful 2 weeks for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Bronze and honorable mentions went to Georgia, North Dakota, and Utah. Then we had the not so super happy fun time news for Apple, which, for a company that has $100 billion in cash, not the biggest deal, but the company was accused of stealing this little clock icon thing. They were accused by Switzerland's Federal Railways Service, who said it was originally designed in the 1940s by Hans Hilfiger. They threatened legal action against Apple. Apple was like, "Everyone's suing us and we're suing everyone. Here's some money." And effectively for updating the iPad icon, and just this little thing cost them $21 million. So kinda deserved, especially from a company that was co-founded by Steve Jobs, who loved to quote Picasso, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." Although it should really be updated for this past century, smart artists patent and sue like a motherfucker. Picasso, 2012. Asterisk, not really Picasso, but Philip DeFranco instead. But there was that, and then there was also the Samsung Apple drama that's just been, hilarious. If you don't remember, Apple lost to Samsung in a UK court. Funny enough, the judge ordered that Apple make an apology, a public apology, that the court then ordered them to rewrite because it was not apologetic enough. Then Apple was accused of hiding/pushing the real apology to the bottom of the page with JavaScript, which the UK court had to be the parent of the situation and turn this damn car around, now ordering Apple to pay all of Samsung's legal fees because they can't play by the rules. Also, in a very weird update to this story, Apple has now patented apologizing and is suing anyone that has ever manned up for their mistakes. Then what else do we have? We have Michael Bay going to his official blog to announce that June 27th, 2014 will be the date Transformers 4 is in theaters, and it shall star Mr. Mark Wahlberg. Bay saying, "An actor of his caliber is the perfect guy to reinvigorate the franchise and carry on the Transformers legacy." And some people are trashing on it. I say, yeah, this is a match in movie heaven. I see Mark Wahlberg as the physical embodiment of a Michael Bay movie. Thoroughly enjoyable while not needing certain things like depth. Then we had new pictures released from Machete Kills, which I wouldn't talk about because it's not like I'm crazy excited, but they do involve Alexa Vega, who has had easily one of the oddest transitions ever. She was the kid from Spy Kids that looked like this, and this is what she looks like in the movie, and oh my god, Alexa Vega. You keep me from saying complete sentences. Just wow. Then for the non-American or understanding of proxy servers, there was a new Chrome extension made, and I'm not gonna say if it works or not, but it does say that it allows people outside of the United States to watch Hulu and Netflix. And an update to that is the Chrome web store has been up and down all day, so it may still be a thing, we'll see. Then of course we have the weekly Nation is Sexy gallery. Those are the people that sent in pictures to the nationsexy@gmail.com wearing some Philly D swag or a sign that said Hi Nation. This week we got a lot of pictures, but a huge surplus of people saying I voted. Some in their own not safe for workish way, but for the most part, a PG PG-13 event. So if you want to check out that gallery, link to that down below. And if you want to be a part of next week, send in your own picture to thenationissexy@gmail.com. Next on the chopping block, we have an update for the ongoing Mega Upload Kim.com saga. And that is, Kim said Mega Upload's coming back in the form of med.ga. Mega, oh, I like it! Except that Gabon's government objected to being associated with that website, so Kim.com had to change the home of his website from Mega to mega.co.nz, which is based in New Zealand. Better laws for him. Except, and I think a lot of people have noticed this, your new website is called Megacons. That is simply put either the best or the worst possible URL you could have during all your legal troubles. And another reason I mentioned that Kim.com story, other than it making me giggle, is that it is a very big deal right now. The way that they've changed the website is to make them 100% legal, and if for some reason, somehow, people find out you're doing something illegal on the site, it is your fault. But because the website is now based in New Zealand, is it still going to be illegal for me? Well, the answer to that may be updated on December 3rd. That's the day world governments are going to meet over this thing called the ITU. That being a UN agency otherwise known as the International Telecommunication Union. Reportedly, some governments are proposing to extend ITU's authority in ways that would, quote, threaten internet openness and innovation, increase access costs, and erode human rights online. Then in crazy time news, John Mcafee, like the guy behind antivirus software, Mcafee, wanted for murder charges today in Belize. According to Marco Vidal, Mcafee is the prime suspect in the murder of expatriate Gregory Fall. He was gunned down in his home on Saturday, and that was after Wednesday, where Fall had filed a formal complaint against Mcafee at the mayor's office, saying that Mcafee had fired off guns and was exhibiting roguish behavior. The two men had reportedly been at odds for a while, and other sites and sources have said that this may have happened because Mcafee was on drugs. Specifically, a drug called MDPV that at least one person has described as really fracked up meth, which I did not even know that was a thing. Like, that's saying really intense skydiving, which actually, that's a kind of a perfect analogy. Meth is your over-the-counter generic crazy, and Felix Baumgartner jumping from space is your MDPV. Except instead of being awesome and charismatic like Felix Baumgartner, it's paranoia and murdering people? An addiction specialist expanded on MDPV, saying the first dose is usually non-toxic for most people, but after a moderate binge, people start to experience this mild, kind of go to this mid-level paranoia. And then they observed that 10% of the people that take the higher doses sustain psychotic states for 3 to 7 days. So that has led many to assume that this is probably what happened, and they found him on forums talking about it, and he reportedly wasn't that quiet about dealing with some of Belize's scariest drug gangsters. Also, quick tangent / question, what is with the past 10 years? There's been such an increase in drugs you have to take through your ass. I didn't mention that about MDPV. A lot of people take it rectally. Like, it makes me imagine a future where I'm talking to my grandkids and I'm like, back in my day, we used to take drugs through our mouths. Like, who discovered you could get way higher if you inserted something into your asshole? Like, if this was the norm like years ago, the Matrix trilogy would have never happened. You'd be like, Neo, the red butt plug or the blue? I'm good. Can I just stay here? How about you just shoot me in the face? Just shoot me in the face. And guys, all of that does bring us to the question of the day today, which is, do you think Cold Stone Creamery was in the right or the wrong for firing one of their employees for being openly racist? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And guys, of course, if you are not 100% filled in, get SourceFed. There was a lot of other craziness I didn't talk about that is on the site. Elmo was accused of statutory rape, or rather the guy that voices Elmo was, and he's taken a leave of absence now. You have General Petraeus and the whole cheating scandal and spy stuff, and also a bunch of other stuff. All of that in the links down below, like everything else. To possibly get pelted in the face with a copy of Black Ops 2, leave a comment down below, join the conversation, maybe hit the like button, favorite if you really like it. But of course, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco, you've just been filled in. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.